Hi guys, this is Sierra and this is Reading Arsenal. Today's video is going to be sharing with you a long-awaited book haul. This is part one of two videos that I'm going to be posting. I'm just separating the two because of the different categories of books as well as the amount of books. So without further ado, let's just get started. This first video is going to be the manga and comic book haul. So the first manga I'm going to be showing you is Sailor Moon Volume 1, the Pretty Guardian series by Naoko Taikuchi. It's by Naoko Taikuchi. This is actually know nothing about Sailor Moon, really. I only know like the Sailor Moon like transformation and they have poses and stuff. I might be really ignorant about that, but I don't know if this is the original manga or if there's multiple series. There's probably multiple series because there is multiple animes. Yeah, I just decided why not get into Sailor Moon because everybody seems to love it. Everybody and their mother seems to love it, so. The next manga that I'm going to be sharing with you is Blue Exorcist by Kazue Kato. This is volume 1. I got this from thrift books. I really love the anime. The anime is just, I just love it so much. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try the manga. And yeah, I haven't read it yet, but I'm hoping to get really into it. I don't think there's gonna be much difference. I'm excited to get into this one. The next manga that I'm going to share with you is Bakuman Volume 1 by Takeshi Obata and story by Tsugumi Oba. I believe I'm pronouncing those names correctly. I will make sure I'm pronouncing things correctly. I will probably put like a subtitle or something if I'm pronouncing them incorrectly. So this is basically about a manga artist who's it's just about a life of a manga artist, really. And yeah, and it's apparently it's by the creators of Death Note. So I've never read Death Note. I've like barely had the most inkling of manga reading in my entire life. I've read probably one manga in my entire life. So if you have any manga related recommendations for me to start with, you will see in this haul that I have some staples of manga, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So the next manga that I'm going to be talking about is Fullmetal Alchemist Volume 1 by Hiromu Arakawa. I'm butchering these names, I'm so sorry. So I love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's like one of my favorite animes of all time. I've started recently getting into anime like the past couple of years, and this one is definitely on my list like of top animes ever. So I wanted to get back into the manga because I did have a bind up of the manga, but I just kind of wanted the individual issues sort of. So volumes, that's the word. So yeah. Oh, and there's a video game series apparently too. Yeah. So if you don't know nothing about Fullmetal Alchemist. It's a great story of two brothers who live in this sort of almost historical alternate world where alchemy exists and people practice it, and there's one rule of alchemy where you can't create something from nothing, you can't bring back the dead. So the Elk brothers end up breaking that rule, and because of that, Edward loses a leg, and Alphonse, his brother, loses his entire body, and it gets bonded to a metal suit of armor. So, am I still holding some people here? But yeah, I'm really excited. This is like so good. Like, I love it so much. Yeah, so yeah. I don't know why I did that. So the next manga that I'm going to be sharing with you is Chobits by Clamp. This is a sort of futuristic science fiction-y manga about an AI computer that doesn't really work that well, and this guy finds her and tries to help her out. Yeah, so I got this recommendation from Kate File on her booktube channel. I'll link it somewhere for you to check it out if you so wish. And yeah, so stuff. I have just got a text, so I'm gonna check that. Alright, I am back now, and let's continue with the haul. So the next book that I'm going to be sharing with you, the manga I'm going to be sharing with you, is Star Wars Lost Stars, original story by Claudia Gray, and art and adaptation by Yusaku Komiyama. Lost Stars by Claudia Gray is a kind of, I believe it's a standalone Star Wars universe related novel, and this is just kind of the manga adaptation, and I wanted to kind of dip my toes into sort of the Star Wars book universe, because my dad, if you're watching Dad, hi, he's really obsessed with the Star Wars universe, and especially the book universe, because he has so many Star Wars books, it's nuts. So, Dad, I might be borrowing your books at some point when I finished all my books in the collection, which will probably be never, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what this is about, but this sounds really cool, and it has Darth Vader on the back, so there's that. And the last manga that I'm going to be sharing with you is Strike the Blood, Volume 1, art by Tate, original story by Gakuto Mikumo, and character designer by Manayako. This is also is an anime. I haven't seen the anime, but I have the manga now, and it sounded really interesting. It's about a vampire who lives on an artificial island, and this one beautiful girl comes to kill him, and she doesn't really know that it's him. No, actually, she knows that it's him. She knows that he's really a vampire, and then she's been sent to kill him, and it's just this like little schoolgirl. Yeah, manga's weird, anime's weird. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so the next portion of the video is comics and stuff. So let's begin with Skin and Earth Volume 1 by Lights. This is a comic book little issue-eyed series, like short series that goes in kind of, it goes hand in hand with Lights. Sorry, people are closing the doors in my house. This is Lights. This is Lights graphic novel that sort of goes hand in hand with her Skin and Earth album, and the songs correspond to parts in the graphic novel, and graphic novel parts correspond to parts in the story. It's the parts in the songs, and yeah, it sounds really cool, and she did all the art herself. I really love Lights. I love Lights, and I love her music, and she seems like a really nice, really cool person. She's also Canadian, so it's really cool, and I decided to support her through buying this. So yeah. Okay, the last comic that I'm going to be sharing with you is 2 volumes, and if you've known me for a while, and if you know me sort of online for a while, you may know that I used to be obsessed with a webcomic, a specific webcomic called Homestuck. And when I saw these, which I'll show you now, but they're a little heavy, because duh, and I saw these at Indigo, which is the bookstore actually saw these at Kohl's, actually, which is like another branch of Indigo, which is our bookstore company in Canada. I saw these, and even though the obsession has long passed, it's long been done, it's long been over with. Yeah, I just couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist, like, adding it to my collection. And it has, like, notes from, like, Andrew Hussey, and, like notes on each of the panels, and, like, real well put together, and, like, I don't know how, like, the little Flash games or the Flash, video animations are gonna translate to this book adaptation thing, but man, oh man, was I taken back to when I was like 14, and like I wasn't the one who like painted myself gray or like put on troll horns, but I was obsessed enough that I, you know, anticipated the updates and was around when they was still updating, and I still haven't finished it to this day, but you know, that's my little tangent on Homestuck for a minute. But so that brings us to the end of this part 1 of my collective book haul, the manga and comic section. If you have read any of these comics, or if you were a fan of Homestuck, please let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, and like this video if you liked it, hit subscribe if you want to see more of my face, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I post new videos. And I will see you